Welcome to the channel, and today we'll be breaking down a verse that I believe is Eminem's hardest verse of the year, that's filled with nostalgia and switching flows that even Usain Bolt will struggle to keep up with despite the striking similarities.
5 bars. 5 bars, 5 seconds.
The song also reminds me of Killshot for some reason. Maybe it's because of the name drops, but damn. The next Eminem album, if the signs are anything to go by, will be hotter than lava. So as we dive in, remember to like this if you enjoy content like this, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to be the first to know when ET drops another video. And feel free to check out our previous videos at the link that pops up now. And feel free to speed up the video if it's too slow for you. Eminem starts the verse talking about his party days and then links it up to how he smoked weed and a certain rapper that shares a similar name.
That was back when I smoked cannabis, man, but it was tough cause I was a fan of his, so it sucked to hand him his ass.
Here, Eminem is referring back to his beef with rapper Cannabis that started because of a misunderstanding, as Cannabis believed Eminem wrote the diss track The Reaper Strikes Back for LL Cool J, but Eminem claimed he didn't write it. Eminem later released the first full song dedicated to dissing Cannabis, titled Can I Be?, which was also a play on the name of Cannabis' debut studio album, Cannabis. And on the song, Eminem stated that Cannibals' album went lead or double copper wood, mocking its success. Just after revisiting Cannabis, Eminem also revisits his beef with Ja Rule and talked about how it could have ended when they played pool together. But if you recall in Like Toy Soldiers, Eminem stated that Ja started yapping in magazines, so of course killing the beef was no longer an option, hence those bars.
Something told me fucking not to. Then we got stuck in high school, I shoved the Oscar up his wazoo.
First of all, the bars about stuck in high school could be Eminem referring to how they handled Ja Rule in what could be described as bullying, which is common in high school. Eminem then links this to his Ja Rule diss song, Haley's Revenge, where at the start of the song, Eminem sends Haley to bring his Oscar so they can shove it up Ja's a-hole. Eminem has now bullied several rappers that started beefs with him, and their careers have suffered for this, including the latest victim, MGK, that recently experienced his lowest album sales ever in his career, which is his first album released after dissing Eminem, and his sales fell from the regular 50,000 to 39,000 equivalent sales and 16,000 in pure sales. Sucks because his two fans that leave comments under my videos say that the album is good, but too little, too late. The decline continues, and perhaps it's time to jump ship into acting permanently. Eminem knows killing careers mean killing the livelihood of these rappers, and since they have families to feed, he has to say his prayers and wonder if he'll be able to make heaven.
Wonder is there a heaven for a G, and if so is the sanctuary nice? Studios for rap like Coolio, shooting craps, a gangster's paradise.
Eminem ends that section referring to the best-selling song globally of 1995, Coolio's Gangster's Paradise. Paradise and paradise are pronounced the same here, and shooting craps is a dice game in which the player makes wagers on the outcome of the roll or a series of rolls of a paradise. I see comments on social media, new hip-hop fans comparing Eminem with rappers that are pretty much toddlers in the rap game just learning to walk, and Eminem believes those comparisons are unfair to the toddlers in the game because he's lethal.
Instead of comparing me, pick a fair fight. Compare me to lightning. That similarity striking.
Lightning is quick and electric and occurs way up in the sky, which is where Eminem towers above other rappers. Lightning is also a description of how his music feels, and many fans find his songs to be electrifying and uplifting. Eminem can also deliver at lightning speeds that strike similarly to lightning, hence the play on the words similarity is striking. Eminem then drops a list of what you can compare him to.
Compare me to Jaws, compare me to Manson, Marilyn or Charles, compare me to Nas, Biggie or Pac.
First of all, Jaws is a classic thriller film that released in 1975 but is still considered to be one of the greatest movies ever made. Jaws is also Eminem referring to himself as a vicious predator that destroys his prey, since the great white shark is an apex predator. Eminem is also fine with people comparing him to either Charles or Marilyn Manson, and these two can be used to describe his music accurately. Marilyn Manson is a controversial singer who the media blamed for having a negative influence on the youth of America, just like Eminem. And Eminem also said this on The Way I Am from MMLP. And Charles Manson was a criminal and cult leader responsible for multiple deaths, similar to how Eminem has been responsible for the deaths of multiple careers. You can compare him to Nas, Biggie or Pac. He's cool with it because those are legends, not toddlers in the game. And once again, we can't wait for Iggy to cry on Twitter that Eminem is harassing her.
Do not compare me to the Iggy bitch, you're all this fucking Milli Vanilli hip hop.
Some talk about white rappers doing great, and they mention Eminem and Iggy in the same sentence, and Eminem is not down with that nonsense. Eminem is also aware of the plague affecting hip-hop at the moment, where many top rappers use ghostwriters for hit songs, and mentions Milli Vanilli, the Grammy Award-winning German R&B duo that were exposed for lip-syncing all their songs. For those that repeat Gucci Gang for 3 minutes on a song, this is what Eminem has to say.
Don't come around with them floss raps trying to stunt. Compare me to Meek, Big Willies get popped.
There are several meanings here. A stunt and floss can mean to show off expensive things. Big Willies is also a driving stunt which is done by lifting the front tire while balancing on the rear tire. And Meek Mill was arrested in 2017 for popping wheelies on a bike in New York. Big Willie could also be Eminem, referring to rappers who believe they have the balls to take him on, and they get popped when he's done with them. Eminem also adds this.
One by one, compare them to scabs, I'm picking them off.
Eminem here is referring to rappers that don't raise the bar in hip-hop as scabs in the game, so they came into the game and caused small wounds to the integrity of hip-hop as an art, and now Eminem has taken it upon himself to pluck off the dry protective crust these wounds have left, as hip-hop is now in a stage of healing after Kamikaze dropped. On the Queen album, in the track Barbie Dreams, Nicki Minaj talked about many rappers, and when it was about Eminem, she talked about how M should cop the Barbie dream house, then he could play the part since she's not trying to bust it open in a trailer park. But here Eminem is hitting it raw in the trailer park and even adds that he'd play the part like Kanan Stark.
Told her I played a part like Kanan Starks, ate a twat like a tater tot, oh shit.
Which is a reference to a character that 50 Cent plays in the TV show Power. Twat in that bar is a slang for V in the UK, and Eminem is probably elaborating on how he ate out Nicki in the trailer park like the snack tater tots. Eminem's music is not for those who get easily offended. This is something everyone should know at this point, but you'd be surprised why Eminem has to constantly repeat this.
Shady's not for the faint of heart, going at these bricks like Lorena Bobbitt.
I remember a review on Metacritic that deducted points from Revival because of lyrics in Framed the reviewer found offensive, and even in the show, Eminem had gunshots play out that scared some people in the crowd, and Eminem responded to the criticism he got for this by stating that his music is not for the easily frightened. Going at these pricks like Loretta Bobbitt is Eminem playing on the actual incident that occurred in the early 90s, when Lorena Bobbitt actually went after her husband's D and sliced it off, and since prick also stands for stupid person, you can get how Eminem is going after these stupid rappers, cutting them off the rap game. And Eminem ends it with this.
Looking at the charred remains of Charlemagne.
This bar is a reference to how Charlemagne has zipped it since Eminem went at him on Kamikaze, on The Ringer and 4, and Charlemagne even responded that it was slick the way Eminem quoted him word for word when he said Eminem was reaching and the thing ain't even orange. Charlemagne was roasted with just a few bars, and Eminem also plays on the fact that charred remains is pronounced like Charlemagne. I also find this funny because not too long ago, Charlemagne's skin looked charred and with an uneven skin tone, which is sorted out now, but was accused of bleaching his skin. So this is my breakdown of Eminem's verse on Conway's Bang. And bang, which is the sound a gun makes when fired, is a perfect description of this Eminem's verse. And we know Eminem spits lyrical bullets, and I consider this to be his best verse this year, but as a song overall, I still prefer Remember the Name. So what are your thoughts on this? Tell us below, and remember to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. See you on the next one, and now I'll be streaming Bang, Rainy Days, Homicide, and Remember the Name on repeat.